Very good morning, my dear students. You are going to learn ultrasonic diathermy unit. So it is entirely different. It is a non-invasive method in order to provide a treatment for a physiotherapy. So here we'll see that one by one. So ultrasonic diathermy, that is you are seeing here, is a one is a intensity and a frequency controller and RF controller, so which is given to the piezoelectric transducer, another timer. So here, that means here the piezoelectric crystal have been controlled with the RF controller, and also it is controlled by the intensity and frequency level. Okay, so here the time duration also can be controlled by the timer. So we know that a piezoelectric crystal having the two properties. One is it will convert mechanical energy into sound energy, and another is that is sound energy can be converted into electrical energy. Okay, that is a two kind of information we can obtain. So one is a mechanical energy can be converted as a electrical energy, another one is electrical energy can be converted as a mechanical energy. So here the mechanical energy we are considering as a ultrasonic sound. Okay, so here we'll see that what is ultrasonic sound. That is ultrasonic sound, we can tell you that that is it is used as a diathermy means. So here that is ultrasonic diathermy means it is intent to generate deep heat within the body tissues for the treatment of selected medical condition such as pain, muscle spasms and joint contractures, but not for the treatment of malignancy. So malignancy cannot be removed with the help of diathermy. Okay, so that is a very important one there. This is similar to the shortwave diathermy and microwave diathermy. So here more advantage, it is a harmless one. Okay, but this shortwave and microwave is having a harm things. If it is given excessive energy, it will produce some kind of abnormal condition on the human body. So that is, in order to avoid that, they are using a ultrasonic diathermy unit. So that is the difference here. So here what is that here means we can say that ultrasound we can refer to a mechanical vibrations. We have already discussed. So here which is are essential as the same sound waves, that is a mechanical vibration we are calling as a sound waves, but of the high frequency. Here frequency range is very high, such as waves are beyond the range of a human hearing and can therefore be called as ultrasonics. So this is the fundamental of ultrasonic waves. So the vibration merge with the sound at a frequency around 20 Hz, and vibration below this frequency is often called infrasound or infrasonic. That is, and so audible range sound is, we know that 20,000 Hz or 20 kilohertz we can say. So in this case ultrasound is greater than 20 kilohertz, and also the infrared is lesser than 20 Hz. So therapeutic uses of ultrasound is frequency range is 0.5 to 5 megahertz. That is 0.5 to 5 megahertz, or else they are using 1 to 3 megahertz, depend upon the application. So here we must know that what is the wavelength and frequency, velocity and various depending upon the physical nature of the medium. These are all differ for one application to another application. So in a medical application of ultrasound, that is the waves, here waves are a series of mechanical compressions and rarefaction, because it is called it is having a we can say that is a compression and rarefaction, because the direction of travel of wave, it's a longitudinal wave. Okay, we know that is a longitudinal wave. So that is a direction of wave traveling, and the amplitude, that are in a same direction. That's why we are calling as a longitudinal wave. So here we know that longitudinal wave, it is having a compression and a rarefaction. That is you are going to see here. So rarefaction is having, compression also it's having. So this is the ultrasonic waves. So here the ultrasonic wave then it can occurs in a solid, it can travels in a solids, and it can travels in a liquid, and it can also travels in a gases. So here are due to the regular compression and separation of molecules. You are seeing in the diagram waveform, one is a rarefaction, another one is compression. And here they are generating 1 megahertz to 3 megahertz ultrasonic sound in the diagrams. Here the passage of waves of compression through the matter is invisible, because it's the molecules that vibrates about their average position as a result of sonic waves. Its energy is that travels, not the matter. As the sound waves passes through any material, their energy is dissipated or attenuated. So all the energy is absorbed at once. A sound wave is passes with almost no losses. So here the molecules of all matters are in a constant random motion. The amount of molecules agitations is measured as a heat. So the greater molecules movement produce a greater the heat. This is the direct proportional. The sound waves will passes more rapidly through the material in which molecules are close together. That's why they are using here as a material as a tissue. So you have to consider here the material as a tissue. By that way the velocity is higher in solids and a liquid than in gases. So this tissues we are considering as a material. Its velocity is a meter per second in a okay. So these are all, but here it is producing a different ranges. That is for muscles it is producing the velocity, that is 1650 meter per second, and blood its velocity is making a 1052 meter per second. Okay, in fact it is making 1478 one. Okay, so that is fact it is 1566. That means in a solid it is a traveling rate is very higher. That means it will produce a 20 degrees Celsius of heat. So that is one. So other uses of ultrasonic, it is in industries. Lower ultrasonic frequency is used for cleaning and mixing of since the efficient vibration of very small particle is achieved. It can also used for cutting and engraving, as well as detecting the crack in such as welding and defects. So other major medical uses of ultrasounds are in imaging, body imaging, that is 6 to 18 MHz, and dental drills is and also used. This is usually operate between the 20 to 60 kHz. So this is here. Now we will see that. So you are seeing that here many type of crystals are used for available. Example of generating these ultrasound wave is quartz crystal, which occurs naturally, and some synthetic ceramic material also available for producing ultrasound, that is barium titanate material, and also lead and zinconate titanate, that is PZT they are calling this, that also produces ultrasound. So these crystals deform when subject to a bearing a potential difference, that is called as a piezoelectric effect. So in order to apply the electric changes, these electrode must be fixed on the crystal. So if the suitable plate is fixed on one surface of the crystal, while other opposite surface in air, that is then the almost vibrating energy is transmitted from a crystal to the tissues. and hence the any tissues or which can be applied. So here the other essential part of the therapeutic ultrasonic sound is that is having a circuit which produces oscillating voltage to drive the transducer, which can dump the oscillator to and fro to give the pulses outputs. So a suitable circuit can maintain the constantly oscillating electric charges, causes the piezoelectric crystal to changes the shape of the frequency, and also drive plate backwards and forwards also at the same frequency in any medium with which it is in a contact. This amplitude is referred as a intensity and energy crossing unit area in a unit time perpendicular to the sonic beams. So it is therefore measured in watts per square centimeter. So now we'll see that another one. This is a waveform. We can generate the ultrasonic wave in a two manner. One is a continuous ultrasound one, another one is pulsed. So pulsed one is called a discrete one. Okay. So depend upon the application, they are using continuous or pulses one. Okay. So here the continuous one they are using. This is it will be vary for one to another one. Okay. So that is application also differ from penetration of waves. So physical and physiological effects of these ultrasonic diathermy is, so here the ultrasonic energy is passed through the body tissues. It causes a transfer of heat energy in a body tissues. If this energy is not dissipated by normal physiological response, then there is a local rises in temperature in which account for the thermal effects. If the heat dissipation equal to generation, there is a no net rises in a temperature. So normal thermal effect they are using in cavitation. Cavitation is a form of tiny gases, bubbles in tissues. As a result of ultrasonic vibration, these bubbles generally a micron, that is a 10 to 6 micron diameter. So these can be have two types, namely that is a stable cavitation or a transient, that is called a non-stable cavitation. So stable cavitation occurs when the bubbles oscillate to and fro within the ultrasonic pressure waves but remain intact. Transient or collapse, that is called unstable cavitation, occurs when the volume of the bubbles changes rapidly, then the collapse causing the high pressure and temperature changes. So resulting in cross damage to the tissues. Stable cavitation associated with acoustic streaming and is considered to have a therapeutic value, but transient cavitation, which only likely to have the high intensities, can be damaged. So here it is having many applications. So the in a practical danger of tissue damage due to the cavitation is minimized by following measures. First one is using space average intensity below 4 watts per centimeter square using a pulsed source of ultrasound. Second one is moving the treatment heat, that is moving the treatment the head during the inhalation. Acoustic streaming. So acoustic streaming is a steady circulatory flow due to the radiation torque. So another application we can say it microstreaming exert stress cell membrane, so which maybe increases a membrane permanently. So therapeutic use we can tell it as varicose ulcer treatment. We can use ultrasound promotes healing of varicose ulcer, varicose ulcer, and pressure also it can reduce. So varicose ulcer, that is ulcer, circumcised depressed lesion on the skin or mucous membrane of the internal organs. So scar tissue also can removed with the help of ultrasonic waveform, and bone injury also can be given treatment with the help of ultrasonic waveform. Here we can't use tumor clearing. Okay, tumor cannot be removed with the help of ultrasonic diathermy. So here, so that is a danger of ultrasound is there is a very less evidence of danger of ultrasound, but it may occurs in some time conditionally. So burns could occurs if the heat generated exceeds a physiological ability to dissipate. Thank you for listening to the class.